Howdy, 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 folks. Hi, everybody. Nice to see everybody today. What day is it? Tuesday, March 9th or something? I don't even remember anymore. Yeah, it's been it's only been 2 days into the week and it's already blown out of control. So, hey, we're gonna chill out today, and as long as Chrome doesn't keep shoving ads in my face, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And before I forget to mention, our moderator hopefully will be back in another day or two. They're taking some downtime, some mental health time off. So we'll be supportive. Of course, we'll be supportive. And when Joe comes back, she will rejoin us, and hopefully we will be a happy family all over again. Anyway, I thought I would do something really weird today. I threw a stream together for today that I actually moved off to next week, because once I made that stream, I figured this one would be better. And what we're going to do today is we're going to look at Amber's iconic chili. Cook with me, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's gross. It's just disgusting. But hey, works for her. I don't know who else in the house eats it. And then we're going to follow it up with some other content creators that decided to kind of try the recipe. We've only got 2 because I was lazy today. I've been really, really busy. Wow, YouTube just went. Oh, by the way, YouTube is having some god-awful issues today. So if we're buffering, I apologize. We're going to power through it. Your best bet, if it does buffer really, really bad, is shift refresh. But the numbers look good from here. We haven't lost any frames. Nope. 0% drop frames. So this is not me. This is on YouTube side. And I've been getting warnings while waiting for the stream to start about the people might, the connectivity isn't all that good. Like, yeah, it's where it is every other day. So anyway, this is a much requested video of the ALRs. So let's get into it, shall we? Prepare yourselves. This is. I'm sure most of you have seen this already.
Hey guys.
Hi, Amber.
So I'm awake. I'm actually having a really just kind of poopy day today.
We all have poopy days, girl. That's okay.
I don't really know what it is. I just.
And the weird thing is, I have 2 of these. I have 2 of her cooking this, so I picked this one. I do have the other one in the playlist for today's stream. We'll see if we get to it or not.
So really, really down.
I missed the unicorns. I like the unicorns on her intro.
Becky was there to talk to me, and it just feels good to be able to talk to someone and get my feelings out, and that's just kind of what I need.
We may have to actually speed her up. Oh, it's only 10 minutes.
Animal fur on me, which I don't mind
because you know me, I'm Chatty Cathy, and I will just sit there and yap, and I could take a 10-minute video and turn it into a 2-hour stream. So.
They make me feel so much.
Hi, Brian. How you doing, buddy?
Super therapeutic and mixtured.
Smelly was here, but she must have had something else to do. But hopefully she'll be back.
I don't feel the greatest. I just feel really down, really down, and it just feels like I don't know.
Yeah, we really don't. I'm sorry. I really don't need a mental health check-in with you. I just want to get to the damn cooking.
Like a burden to myself. I can't.
Because what I want to do is for folks who haven't seen it, but may have heard about the iconic chili that she makes, and it's not really chili if you really know the truth. It's more like chili soup, and chili is not supposed to be thin like soup, so it's gross.
I can't really explain it exactly, but
it's disgusting.
Because I like.
Hi.
So I'm currently just sitting outside because it's like 50-something degrees out.
It's 53 degrees out here in sunny Cleveland, and I'm sitting inside because it's still not quite warm enough for me. Because if you can't tell, I got no meat on my bones anymore.
And this is keeping me warm.
This is how I know I'm getting old. I'm starting to thin out.
Again, I have so much cat fur. This is Wasabi's fur. Like, I can look at this and be like, that's Twinkies. It's super gross. I know, you guys, but
Hey, you know what? I can't complain. I am covered with cat hair 24 hours a day, and it bugs the shit out of me. I went to the BMV yesterday, and the shirt I had on, when I took my jacket off, I'm like, oh, and I'm in public like this?
I was like all up on the pets earlier. But look, there is officially
I'm glad to hear that, Brian. I really am.
snow in our yard.
I hope everything went well for you
That's
today.
awesome. I'm just sitting on this little step thing. I'm actually going to do some reading out here. I just really wanted to clear my mind and sit
Tell
outside.
me again how a crush should feel. Really?
I wish
Really?
I had a little patio set, but I don't.
What is this, a novel for a 12-year-old? Like for teenagers?
That's how far I am in this book.
Right, sure.
She read it in a day.
This has nothing to do with the recipe, so I'm sorry, we're just going to put up with it.
I'm going to try reading some more of this. Because as you guys know, I do read like 6 books at once. I don't know why. I just get kind of bored, I guess, and I like to switch it up. But
I do like to multitask, and I probably could stand to read 6 different things. Articles, magazines, books, novels, whatever, documentation. I could probably manage in my head, but if I really want to remember it, I'm probably going to limit that to 1 stream, maybe 2. You know what I mean?
This is a lesbian book. So if you guys
it's just me.
Like this,
some people can multitask a lot better.
Her,
ago. I highly doubt she can handle 1 stream in her head, let alone 6.
So far it's okay. I feel like it's pretty boring. That's why it's okay. Just
if you could be mine. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sarah Frazen.
Yeah, I'm just...
Never heard of her. Not my kind of books. Who cares? Not relevant to the chili. Knock it off. Get on with it, Amber. Come on.
Air makes me feel better. It actually feels so great out here, only 50-something degrees. I am good with that because it's been like literally like 10, and it got like -18 at one point. And I'm just like, we're not used to this around here. So, yeah.
You're in Kentucky. Your climate is not much different than it is in Dayton, Ohio. So shut the F up.
Okay, so
it's not like you live in the Canadas.
Because every time like a breeze would happen, it'd feel super cold. So I'm about to make some chili, and I want.
There you go. There's your recipe right there. Look at that jar of garlic. Good God. It's like being at Chantal's home and looking at her cupboard and all the 1-gallon size containers of ranch that she buys.
Everything that I'm going to put in it.
Oh, we can't mention the M word on this channel. Just so you guys know, the M word is verboten on this channel. And she puts it in her chili. I don't mind it, but the moderator does, so I try not to mention it. Shh, shh, shh. I said shh.
So Becky is going to help me. She's going to be the little recorder.
And I don't know if she'll watch this video, so let's be nice.
Again, everyone's chili is different.
No. Okay, that is true. Everybody's chili is different. Absolutely. However, chili does have a basic recipe. It's really not hard. And what you well, I'm not going to spoil it, but oh yeah. She would win a Texas chili cook-off in a heartbeat with this recipe.
So all you need is 1 big pot, because this is a 1-potter.
Make sure that it has 2 hands, because that one broke off.
Yeah, make
not
sure.
handles.
I don't even know if I'm gonna use this one. This is just demonstration.
So buy another pot. Why does it have to have 2 handles? 1 handle's better than no handles.
There's another one just like this that has 2 handles. But okay. So the first thing you need, chili mix.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
You use chicken broth, low sodium.
Okay, I get that, but.
So I'm gonna be using ground turkey instead of hamburger.
Why ruin a perfectly sort of kind of decent chili? Yeah, ground turkey. Yeah, okay, I get it, but it definitely changes. It definitely changes the flavor a little bit. It really does.
For the beans, I wanted it to be kind of beany.
Good God, she wanted it to be beany.
Last time I did this, I only used 2 cans of beans. So this time I'm gonna use 3. I have 2 dark kidney beans. I'm gonna use 1 black bean. We also have some 100% tomato juice. I do not use all of this because I feel like you just do not need all of this. I use maybe.
Why aren't you using tomato sauce? And if it's too thin, follow it up with with maybe half a can of paste. You know, 6 ounces. I think there's 6 ounces. Yeah, I think they're 6 ounces. I have a couple in my pantry right now. I use it when I make spaghetti sauce or when I make pizza sauce to thicken it up a little bit. Yes, if you add way too much, yes, it's quite bitter. That's the point. You have to know how to use it.
Half. And
But tomato sauce, tomato juice. So you've already thinned out this recipe, and when I say thin, I mean you have a thick sauce and you've thinned it out because you just substituted a sauce for a juice.
I got some diced tomatoes to put in as well.
All right, that's okay. I don't mind it. I would use the roasted tomatoes, but that's just me.
Chili, which maybe it's not.
Fire roasted tomatoes are amazing. All right, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Nope, we can't. Nope. We can't talk about that product.
Veggie and some zucchini. I don't know if I'm actually going to use it.
Zucchini and a chili. Zucchini and a chili. My Italian friends would be up in arms about this recipe right now.
Full zucchini, but we will see. So for the seasonings.
Seasonings?
We're going to use a little bit of table blend, Mrs. Dash. A little bit of original blend, Mrs. Dash.
2.
A little bit of onion and herb,
3.
Mrs. Dash. A little bit of garlic and herb,
4.
Mrs. Dash is great because they're all sodium free. And then we're going to use a little bit of black pepper. And obviously, the staples, I feel like, in most chilies, we're going to use cumin. And we're going to use cayenne pepper. So I will show you the final product when this is...
What about chili powder? Did you ever think about adding chili powder? I mean, come on!
all finished.
And we are using 4 different Mrs. Dash's products. Why? If you use onion powder, there's no sodium. If you use garlic powder, there's no sodium. Or even better, get that big ass fat can of that fat jar of garlic, pressed garlic, mashed garlic out of your fridge and use that. What the hell? Why are you using? Just because Mrs. Dash is low, so it's not no sodium, it is low sodium. I know that. My mother used to love Mrs. Dash. I don't know, dude. I may not even get through. I mean, I've seen this before, and it drove me crazy the first time I watched it.
Thank you, camera lady. You're welcome. Let's do this thing.
Oh, Becky,
So
baby
I
girl.
share this little tidbit. When I make anything with beans, I always rinse them.
That's okay. Rinsing the beans, that's
Put them in a
fine.
strainer.
You don't have to.
Like so. And then
I pour
I'll
out the
let
excess.
cold water on them until they're all rinsed. Which
I don't do this, but yeah, I know people that do.
I just feel like all that goopy, nasty stuff in the cans. Okay.
Goopy, nasty stuff.
Okay. Is just
She really can't be this dumb, can
goopy
she?
and nasty. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I have the chili cooking right now, but the funniest thing is happening. In the comments, several people are like, oh, are you trying to hide everything you got at the grocery store? Yesterday, Destiny and Dana actually came with us to the grocery store, and we were in a rush because we wanted to come home, hang out, and I didn't do a grocery haul. Like, I just figured I'm hanging.
And I hate to tell you, first of all, why waste precious refrigerator space with water bottles? If you know you want a water, stick it in overnight and have it the next day. But to store a whole case of water in I think is a waste of space. I have way too much food to store in my refrigerator.
Hanging out with my friends. So now that I'm
My water's actually outside on my porch where it's currently 48 degrees.
not really busy, just chili is cooking on the stove, figured I'd show you everything I got. I got another thing of baby spinach.
Nope. Nope. We're not allowed to talk about that. No. Shut up.
It'll last longer. Orange bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper.
I did the same thing. I've got 2 reds, 2 greens, 2 yellows. I got a bag of onions. I even got celery for Sunday, Bloody Sunday, and some scallions. Because everybody's been yelling at me that I had God forbid, I had a Bloody Mary that wasn't dressed. Well, I didn't have anything in the house. Come on, folks. I've got some hot peppers and stuff, a serrano pepper. Oh, that's going to be a mighty good Bloody Mary on Sunday.
Some broccoli.
Stay tuned for our Westminster dog reviews Sunday afternoon.
I got 3 zucchinis. That's what's in here, but I used one today, so now I'm gonna have 2. So
I love zucchini, but I would never put zucchini in a chili. I understand why you might, but the amount of water it's going to add, I just think it's a bad idea. Just especially since you've already used juice, tomato juice. Who the hell does that?
that's everything I got there.
We don't care.
I also got this.
What does Eric say?
I have this
No one cares.
super green with spinach, zucchini, broccoli, parsley, and kale. 3 servings of vegetables per 3.5 ounces, but we only eat 2 ounces each.
Enriched pasta with spinach. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
And I put it in my little handy-dandy container. I just love them.
Those
so
are cute.
much.
I know.
We got some Cliff Bars. These are for days when I don't feel like having a smoothie or anything. I know a lot of people say you only need that if you exercise. Well, thankfully I do.
Oh, good God. You know, her weight loss journey has just been a disaster.
I do.
Smelly cat. Hi. You disappeared on me. Oh, well, that's okay.
And
That's my father's favorite shop, and if you went to Costco, everything's forgiven. Everything's forgiven, Smelly. We love you.
And
Hi, how you doing?
other stuff we got. This is what we got a while ago, you guys can tell. Some of it's eaten out of.
I did say hi to you earlier, but you disappeared.
Rose blend for a
You didn't like the fact that the thumbnail was a delicious bowl-looking chili.
complex carbs, excuse me. I got another thing of healthy multigrain thins. This is for when we have.
I used to
veggie
eat those.
patties.
We would get those for the
Two things of
birds.
couscous, toasted
Those are
ground
amazing
nuts.
with peanut butter and jelly
And
on.
this
The
one's a
birds love
Parmesan.
them.
So, let's see. That's what I got in there.
Whoa, wait a minute here. Artisan seasoned blend herb. Oh, okay, it's just the herb pack. Okay, never mind. I thought it was like, I don't know what I thought it was. I thought it was like some frozen food or something.
From yesterday. Oh, yeah. I also got
Missed you
a
too,
sweet potato
Smelly.
for Becky and just a regular baked potato for me.
And you bought a single wrap baked. You bought a. It's not baked. You dumbass. It does not look baked. It might be, but I can imagine what you paid for that pre-prepared potato. I bought 2 5-pound bags. It probably cost me less than $3. Because somebody is yelling at me about, you need potatoes. I need to talk to you about your potato recipes, Joe.
Throw this away.
Break the box down.
And
Oh,
in here,
that bothers me. That really
for
drives me
Kayla's
crazy.
Top, we got some broccoli and cheese veggie tots.
I love broccoli,
oh,
but
God, honestly,
I don't know about
the reason
that.
why I didn't film it is because I was with my friends. It was weird. I don't know.
Hang on,
I
I
just
need
figured,
to
okay,
I
I'm
need to
gonna show
look
you
at
guys
something.
today. So this is how the chili is going. There is a lot more onion than I thought, but the
That's
reason why I
because
cut
you
it
don't
in
know how to-
big chunks like this. Becky said that's cool. So
And
she-
why are you boiling the shit out of it? Normally, when you make chili, it's a long process. It's a day-long process. Yeah, you could probably get it done in 2 or 3 hours. You know, if you have a crock pot or a Ninja Foodie or something like that. But typically, a good chili will take all day to cook. And when you're done, it will be amazing. This is soup. This is bloody soup.
Take it out because all her family cooks with onion too, so she's used to doing that. But I haven't had onion in a while because Becky does not like onion, so I don't cook with it. But she's like, you know what, baby, you can cook with it. I'm like, cool, thanks. So I just made it a little bit easier for her. So there it is, finished. Looks super
Sorry,
good.
I'll be
Becky
right
picked
with
up
you.
Some of her onions, gave them to me, as you can tell.
I know.
There we go. And this is a half a serving of cheese. Mexican. So I know
Oh!
complete crap right now.
Oh my God, that just grossed me to shit out.
mess.
And I'm hungry. And when I'm hungry, I will eat just about anything you put in front of me. My wife will testify to that. God rest her soul. But yeah, that didn't even look good. It looked disgusting.
Earlier today, and then I've just been trying to relax since then, and
Oh, poor
watching,
Becky. Oh, poor Becky.
Naruto
Such a
movie
tough
right
life.
now. Gotta be a little
I have to get
honest
up. I have to
with
wipe her
her.
ass. I have to
That's
chauffeur
really
her around.
that was-
And then she spends money on me, and that's all I ever have to do. I don't have to work for a living or nothing.
Woohoo! Great for those of you who doesn't think that she can. She actually can.
Oh, thank you.
Bullshit.
So tomorrow,
Bullshit.
we're gonna get up and we're gonna go see my family and hang out with them for a little bit, and that should be pretty fun. I'm excited to see.
She looks
my
really
nephew
excited here, doesn't
and
she?
my nephew, and hopefully
Look at the
my
expectation
nephew.
on her face,
I don't know
and
if
the
he's gonna be
excitation,
there
I'm
or
sorry.
not. So, I'm pretty excited about tomorrow.
She just does
Our
not look
neighbor
excited. I'm sorry, folks.
Making something into
All right, come on. Let's get to it.
thing.
Like it's
Time is money.
hammering.
Yeah, it's just hammering constantly. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's preparing for the zombie apocalypse. You never know. He could be a Walking Dead fanatic.
Now, the thing is, she hates being on the camera. But occasionally, she's actually damn funny. I think she should have her own channel. I think she should start pushing her arts and crafts and things like that. Yeah, I think it could be actually entertaining. It may not get the views that Amber does, but you might be surprised. I think a lot of people watch Amber for Becky.
Or conspiracy theorists. You know, I'm actually just.
All right, Smelly. Chop, chop, let's go.
Yeah. But anyway,
Sorry, I
just
pegged the
wanted to
mic.
end the vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
No, not really. I really don't want to watch
Hey,
the
guys,
second one.
so
We
right
are
now
going
I'm
to.
gonna be
We are
making,
going
like,
to
a chili-
stop. Shut up. We are going to bypass that one.
But anyway,
Anyway.
it's
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I don't know how many of you know. There's a YouTuber out there. His name is Should I Series. Don't ask. It's basically, should I eat this? Should I cook this? Should I? So it's a Should I Series is his channel. By the way, everything we're looking at today, all their links, their channels, the original videos we're reviewing are all in the description down below. Please, if you haven't checked out the two creators we're going to watch, one of them I'm sure you already know about. This guy might be not on your radar. He's a little obscure, but he's got a heck of a following. They're all in the description below. Show them some love. If you like their content, please subscribe and ring that damn bell so when they go live or push up a new video, you will be the first to get notified. In the meantime, let's get into it. So his challenge from one of his fans was, make this. I sent that same challenge out to another chef. I'm waiting for his response. But
Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you my Walmart
Hi, dude.
haul. So let's see what we got. So we got a thing of chicken broth. It's got to be low sodium and
Free range and organic.
You'll start to notice a pattern that
like it makes a goddamn fucking difference in broth. Give me a break.
everything in here besides this was the cheap stuff. You're going to need all the Mrs. Dash. You're going to need original. You're going to need onion and herb. You're going to need garlic and herb. You're going to need table blends.
Herb, garlic and herb. Come on, dude. Now the funny thing is, this guy owns a restaurant. Well, I think it's his parents' restaurant, but he runs it. He's a chef. He's very, very good, and I really enjoy his content. But come on, herb. Now he may just be funny because Amber.
And then you're going to need some 100% tomato juice. Now, I just want to go back on this. I noticed Mrs. Dash changed their name to Dash. What happened? Did they get canceled like
No, they were being gender sensitive.
Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima?
Stupid,
I'm
I'm sorry.
genuinely curious.
Sorry, folks, don't sue me.
Let's see what else we got in here. We got original chili seasoning. If you can, just get the cheap stuff. But I'm going to use the McCormick.
I
this
prefer
time.
McCormick's, to be honest with
We
you.
got some cayenne pepper. We got some minced garlic. We got a zucchini.
You know, they sell a little jar, just a little jar of minced garlic. It's like $3-4, but it's just a tiny little jar. You didn't need this big tub.
What else do we have?
Why does
Black
everybody
pepper,
overbuy?
A whole bag of mushrooms.
I agree with that. And the thing is, you're adding garlic and herb. You're adding onion and herb. Why don't you just use onion powder and garlic powder? There's no sodium in those, especially if you're like if you buy the McCormick's or some of the top brands. There's usually very little, if any, sodium in those. Now, I know she likes garlic salt. That's where we have a problem. Why use garlic salt and garlic powder in the same? I don't think this girl knows how to cook worth a shit.
A whole onion.
But his thing is, he's buying everything that she bought, trying to replicate it as close as he can, and then he's going to try and eat it. Yes.
And then we got some
That's why I wanted to watch this, because I haven't seen this yet, and I love this guy's content. So.
red kidney beans, which
Okay.
I think I got 2 cans.
I like
Yeah,
red.
2 cans. We got some diced tomatoes.
Nice.
We have some
Goya
black beans.
Nice.
And then our last thing is we have a package of 90-10 ground turkey. This is the good stuff here. So what we want to do to start is we want to open this up and get this started going. So I got a pot on the stove here.
Yeah, that's because whatever
All right,
whatever
so while
takes
my
the
pot's
longest.
Seasoning up. Get yourself a nice big one like this.
But you're gonna. Oh god. Oh god.
So we're gonna spray this with some ham. Make sure it's really nice.
I don't really like Pam. I just not a fan of Pam. My mother used it all the time, and she taught me to use it. But it's like no. There are other things I can use to kind of make sure stuff doesn't stick to the pan. Not this spray crap that I have no idea what's in it.
Turn this to medium high. We're gonna put in our turkey. Screw.
It looks disgusting. Oh god.
There we go.
And I love turkey. Don't get me wrong, but
Just down a little bit here.
that tube just looked gross. Because you could see
Now,
the
you
blood
might be
coming out of it.
wondering, what are we making? Well, I'm going to do, I guess this month we'll do a chili month. So we're going to be making Amberlyn Reed's chili. So obviously we're going to cook up our turkey a little bit here. And now she has several recipes for chili. Apparently her chili is like Dark Side Phil's Italian sauce. Like it's one of the things she's known for. Now
No. The only one that knows her for it is Becky, Eric, Dana, Dustin, whatever the hell her name is. Who cares?
she's got a couple different recipes. I wasn't sure which one.
They are relatively the
They
same.
all look kind of like a soup and not really a chili. So I'm doing
Thank
the one
you.
where she just shows.
I'm not
her
a chef.
putting the
I don't even
beans
play one at
into
home.
the, strainer, and she doesn't show how to cook it. But I'm also sort of going off of the one where she shows how to cook it. Basically, the one without lima beans is the one we're going to be making.
Good.
Turn this down.
I didn't show that. That was the second Amberlyn video that I had lined up. Maybe we'll watch it after these two that we got lined up. We'll see what time it is.
We want to cut our zucchini.
I don't understand.
I think I'm just going to do little chunks. I think I'm only going to use half of this, and we'll cut them in half again. Toss that. And then we're going to also get our onion cut up as well. So here's the video.
That's a pizza slicer. What the hell are you using a pizza slicer on an onion for? I've never seen that before. No, dude, what are you doing? Do you not know how to cut up an onion? Seriously. No! What are you doing? Thing is, I love onions, and he's ruining this poor onion. Why are you using a fucking pizza slicer? I don't get it. I'm confused. Somebody throw me a lifeline. I don't know what I'm watching. I've never seen anybody do this. Oh, no need to be sorry. Nice sky blue long sleeve dress. Sounds pretty. Sounds pretty. I'm glad you like it, and I'm glad you're comfortable in it. That always helps with confidence and pulling off a nice outfit. Absolutely. I don't understand what we're watching here. I really don't. It's really scaring me. Why are you doing this? You could have been done with. If you sliced it up normally, you could have been done already. Jesus Christ, what have you done? Oh my God.
Alright, now with the meat cooking up, we want to start adding in some stuff here. Now, depending on what recipe you go off of, I also forgot to get cumin, by the way, so it'll be fine. We'll just add in a pinch more of Mrs. Dash to compensate for it.
Of course.
We're going to start by adding
Just a pinch.
A spoonful of our garlic.
A spoonful?
Take a nice spoonful, put that garlic right in there. Most of your seasonings, so we'll do a dash of Mrs. Dash.
I swear I'm going to have a fucking heart attack here.
I'm probably going to forget what color I'm on, but that's okay. Some more.
Well, congratulations, Smelly. That is amazing. Good for you. Good for you. Keep it up.
And the last Mrs. Dash.
I know it's hard, but I know you work very hard at it, so good for you.
And then we're going to put in our onions.
I would have cut those up so much differently.
Our mushrooms.
Do you want... No! Oh, you said the fucking M word, you asshole! No!
And the zucchini.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we just need some black pepper. And we need the chili seasoning. We put in the chili seasoning now? Oh, no, we gotta wait for the meat to cook and then we'll put in the chili seasoning. So we're gonna be waiting a while for this.
Oh, Jesus H. I'm sorry. I have not watched this, and
You
I
might be
am
wondering,
really
why
getting...
don't you have a smaller pot? Well,
I'm getting a little
or
nauseous.
a better pot. Well, this is what I have.
No,
It's
you
just
you
you know,
should have cut that up.
You gotta deal with what you got,
And this guy runs a restaurant. No offense, my friend, but what the F are you doing?
We'll just. This is the same pot that made the famous Dark Side Phil sauce, so we'll just mix the meat around, and once the meat is cooked, then we're gonna add the chili powder and the rest of the stuff. So we'll let this go for a little while. Now I'm a pretty.
And then, of course, you know what the channel does. We're going to ask you for a picture. No nudes. We don't do nudes here on this channel.
Dry dude, so I got some water
Sorry.
here. It'll help me out.
Don't mean to be offensive. It's just been that kind of day.
Now, while you're waiting on this, we got one other thing we need to do.
And I'm sorry, YouTube is complaining about potential buffering. So if you are experiencing buffering, I do apologize. I have not lost a single frame since I've started this video. In fact, I've been recording for over an hour because I started before 3 o'clock. So it's no frames dropped at all. So if you're getting buffering, that's YouTube. I apologize. We're going to power through it as best we can.
Now, unfortunately, these can't.
I love chili
have
peppers.
a little pull tab on it, but we get.
Oh, I've got some green hatch chilies. I've got a. Maybe. I'm hungry for it now, but it takes about a day to make. So I've got a nice pork loin. I've got a green, red, and yellow bell pepper. I've got my onions. I've got some celery and a couple other goodies. And I throw that in there with some Mr. Stubbs cooking sauce, a green hatch chili cooking sauce, and then I add a small can of of green chilies. Oh my God, it is so good. Oh, it is so good. And thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I can't tell from where I'm sitting, so I do appreciate the feedback. It is very useful. It's hot, and it's really good for fajitas. I just like eating it raw. I mean, cooked, but raw. You know what I mean? Without burrito or tortilla or something like that. It's just so
To
good.
do the fun. So we don't get to do the fun stuff.
I
but
did
we
buy
can do
some
it with this
serrano
later.
peppers though.
So take all your beans over to the sink, and this is very important. Have a nice colander in the sink, and I don't really like the flavor of my beans, so I'm going to drain all the juice out of it. Then I'm going to rinse them off.
Well, I got a warning when I first started, right before 3 o'clock, and YouTube kept coming up and warning me, like, oh, your users may see buffering. I'm like, I'm not seeing anything on my end. I have nothing else going on in my room. There's no YouTube running. I'm not downloading any data, like I normally do with work and stuff. TV's running, but, nothing else. No gaming, nothing. So my bandwidth is really dedicated to the stream. So I find it really difficult that I would be buffering unless YouTube is having a problem.
A little bit extra bubbly.
All right, fair enough, thank you.
Yeah, we'll come back for that part.
You don't use the lid as a spoon.
You can get the store.
Remind me never to eat at his restaurant. I mean, I've seen, don't get me wrong, he is a really good chef. He really is. And I haven't eaten any of his food, but I've watched him cook and do other things like that. Plenty of his content. But come on. Come on, dude. I've got some questions. I've got some serious questions.
Store-bought generic kind, or you can get the Goya. I would get the store-bought generic kind, but my Walmart
Their
trip
notification
said get
system,
Goya,
just like Twitter's,
so I did.
sucks.
Need a spoon or something.
No, they don't care. They don't
The
care.
black beans.
So maybe what I'll do is maybe I won't film the whole damn thing. I can't do that, but maybe I'll take some pictures along the way of of what I'm going to cook in the process. But I'll tell you what, it is. I made this about a year and a half ago. A friend of mine sent me some fresh roasted green hatch chilies, and oh my God, it was so good. Oh, I mean, there was just the right amount of heat and the flavor. I add some lime to it, and oh, it's out of the park. It's out of the park. If you like pork, you'll love this dish. You're probably right. Now, the thing is, I never wash my beans. And now I know people do. I will drain them, but I won't rinse them.
Alright, I need a spoon to get these out. I'll be right back. Alright, I got all the beans out, so I need to rinse them off really good. Now, for anybody actually curious, this isn't really a abnormal thing. A lot of people don't like the bean juice whatsoever.
That brings me, that's a very good point. And I've noticed an uptick in copyright claims, especially with videos that have like background music that's supposed to be copyright and royalty free. That turns out sometimes it's not. So I don't know how YouTube's letting folks get away with that. They shouldn't. Because if you sell me on the fact that I've got a royalty free piece of music, you can play this during your stream, and I get copyright struck for it, or sorry, copyright claim, there's a difference. There's a huge difference. That's nasty. That's bloody nasty.
On their beans, I don't blame them.
Well, you know Sinatra's channel has been unmonetized, demonetized. It was demonetized over 2 years ago. Might even be 3 now. And he makes no money off of YouTube. The only thing, off of the company. Now he makes Patreon money. He makes Streamlab money when he live streams. That kind of stuff. So he is truly funded by his fans and his supporters. He hasn't been, and YouTube won't give him a reason. And he's been battling this for years.
Spray them out really good.
Why? First of all you're doing is you're adding a ton more water back to what's already a thinned out recipe. This is a bad idea. There's no reason to wash them.
Oh, beautiful. We should be good with that now. So we'll come back for this later, I think. I don't know. I don't remember the whole recipe. All right, let's see how we're...
She probably tried to fight it, and fighting it is good if you have a good ground to stand on. If you don't, yeah, that YouTube really counts that against you for what? It's a stupid reason, but they do.
Looking. We're getting there. We're gonna be a little while here. Probably even put a little bit more of the seasonings in too once.
I would have chopped up that eggplant a lot more, and those onions would be a lot smaller cut. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Once we start cooking down a little bit more. Now cook this with the lid off. Don't cook it with the lid on.
Duh.
Obviously, I gotta make my meat a little smaller. And she actually appears to make her onions nice and caramelized. So I'm gonna be cooking them for a little while here. Also, while we're waiting, make sure you open your can of the diced tomato. Oh. It gets better every time I do it. Now we're not going to drain the juice from this. We're going to keep this juice.
No. Why would you drain the juice? What the hell is wrong with you?
You know, the one good thing about this recipe is it won't take the 4.5 hours like Dark Side Phil's. As soon as I get this part done, we just got to let it cook for 20 minutes.
Well, if she makes them a bunch of coin, which is really the secret. So if you make YouTube a lot of money, a la Chantal and Evelyn Reed, they're not going to touch it. And if something happens to your account, they will fix it. Because that's their income that's being affected. Trust me. It's all about the amount of money that comes into their wallets. They don't care about creators. They really don't.
It actually does.
They used to.
Good with those spices
they used
together.
to, but I really believe they don't anymore. Oh, good
I
God.
definitely don't think I could eat the lima bean version of this. Like, that would just be horrible, you guys.
Well, then they'll get her fixed up.
Lima beans. That would just be horrible, you guys.
Yes, it is lima beans. Why? Because my cousins live in Lima, Ohio, and that's how we pronounce it. It's lima. They're lima beans, you dipshit.
Okay.
And I know he's making fun of Amber.
I think we got about another minute or two, and then we should be alright.
No.
Alright, that's going to be about the best it's going to look like. So we're going to add in a little bit more of our Mrs. Dashes, because I don't know if I put in enough. So I'm just going to do just a tiny bit.
A tiny bit?
Each of them again. A bit more of this. Alright, and then we want to add in our,
I get it. I
chili
understand
spice.
that. I was
Our
having
original chili seed.
a conversation with a friend of mine about what people think about content creators shilling hard on their streams for, I want a computer, please buy me a computer, please donate. That's a rough one. That's a real rough one. But it was an interesting conversation, to say the least.
Seasoning packet, whatever kind you get, the original, the not original, or you got to get the original, but you can get the.
I do like lima beans. They, like you said, they have to be cooked.
Kroger's near.
I'm sorry, that's a shit ton of seasonings.
So if you have like a Kroger's, that would probably be the best. All right, let's stick.
And no water, no nothing is right now. Dude, what are you doing? Did your mother never teach you how to make chili?
Stir this up.
Oh, in a dry pan! In a dry pan!
Burn my rag.
You're driving me crazy, dude! Oh, I would have. All right, Smelly. I would have done this in a saucepan. I would never do this dry.
All right, now while the heat's down a little bit, and that's all mixed together, we want to add in our whole thing of chicken broth.
I'd go half, maybe. Maybe.
Turn it back up. Oil.
That's way too much. That's way too much.
Okay, there's that. Let's do one of our tomato juice, 100% tomato juice cans.
No, no, this is not how you make chili. No way in God's earth this is how you make chili. God help me.
Okay, and then we want to add in our whole thing of the diced tomatoes.
I could say something, but I
I'm
won't.
going to give that a quick stir.
I have never cooked anything like this in my lifetime. And I'm not a chef. I don't even play one at home, but I'm pretty good at cooking. My mother taught me well. I was the only one she allowed in the kitchen. Mainly because I cleaned stuff up when I was done. But she taught me so
Okay,
much.
now we want to add in our cayenne pepper. And if you had the cumin, this would be the chance to do it. But since I don't have it, it'll be fine. We're just going to add in some cayenne pepper.
I mean, come on. Since you actually have been in the profession. Now, truthfully, to be honest with you, I was a chef for about 2 years. I ran a restaurant. I didn't run the whole restaurant. I ran the kitchen in a restaurant in Vermont. After I left my job, my skiing job, I needed a job, so I went to this kitchen. I changed their entire menu because everything they were making was gross. I couldn't stand it. But I'm not a chef. I love to cook, and I am really good at it. But I would never call myself a chef. I just don't have that level of training. My palate's not where it needs to be. My knife skills aren't where they. You know what I mean? Just the basics that make you who you are. I don't have those. I can cook my ass off. I can wow you in the kitchen, but not like you. But my point was, since you have those skills, who does this? First of all, who browns the turkey and all that spice and all that crap in a dry pan? There's not even any oil. I know he sprayed it, but you could tell that it. Ah!
There we go.
Just dust it with cayenne pepper.
Give it another stir. And I'm going to go get the beans, and we're going to add those in too. Let me go grab the beans. There we go. Ooh. Ooh.
Slowly. Slowly, or you're going to wear it. Get a spoon and...
Make sure you stand way back while you're doing this.
No.
Don't splash yourself.
You're doing it backwards. You spill it the opposite way, asshole. So they fall into the pan away from you, not towards you.
Give it one more stir.
This isn't rocket science, folks. And they don't teach you this in France. It's logical sense.
You know what? I'm gonna
If
add
I pour
one
it this
more
way,
can of tomato juice.
towards me, yes, splash, splash, I'm going to wear it. If I pour it that way,
Add to
it's going to hit the back end of the
salad.
pan.
One more.
I haven't
I'll
even.
give it the extra flavoring.
The ballsy thing is, he actually eats it. Now I haven't seen it, but this is his entire thing with this series. He actually makes it and eats it. That's why I wanted to watch this, because I really wanted somebody's professional opinion about what does this really taste like. Now, granted, he didn't add any cumin, so that will change the flavor profile a little bit. And some of the other things he's done, yeah, but in general, I think he's captured it pretty well.
Alright, you guys, just wait for this to boil for 20 minutes, and then we will call it good. So I will stir it. We're going to stir occasionally, and I will report back as we do it. Now, if you guys are curious why the angle's so weird, I'm sitting on my chair.
Oh, he's cooking like Chantal. Oh, isn't that cute?
Can do a little spin. Woo!
Dude, don't do that. You're going to make me sick, and I'm going to puke right in your chili.
There we go. Well, we're starting to bubble. It's only been a couple minutes here, but it's not looking half bad. Smells all right.
Sorry,
I'm
I
actually
don't care
kinda
what it
excited.
looks like. I
I've
don't care
never
what it
had
smells
black
like.
beans
It looks
or zucchini
gross.
or mushrooms in a chili before, but we'll
Shush! Would you quit mentioning that word? We don't say the M word in this channel.
see what happens.
It's like cat butt. We just don't do it. That's a vigorous boil.
Get on my chair. All right, there we go.
You would
Let's see
think
how-
you would want to simmer this for a few hours, right? I mean, that's what I would do. I wouldn't boil the crap out of it. I would simmer it, probably with a lid on, and let it reduce. That might make it better, but oh god.
Give it another stir.
We are going to watch a few more of his, not today, but at another stream. We'll watch some more of his. He's actually not a bad chef. He really is. Wow, look at the reduction so far. Holy Christ.
Should be getting closer now. Let that keep cooking. Alright, you guys, I'm getting off my chair. The chili is complete. It's been the 20 minutes. I'm going to give it one last stir here. I'll make a couple notes while I was cooking. I mean, it's pretty easy to cook, but you want to serve this bitch hot. And also, hers looked a little redder than mine, so I think she used a little bit more tomato juice. But honestly, it smells pretty good.
Yours looks a lot thicker than hers does, too. Just saying.
I got everything all set up, ready to go. So, I got
I mean, that picture did not look... Let's go back for a second.
See it. It smells pretty good. I got everything all set.
That doesn't look terrible. First of all, look at the amount of water he has driven off. Look at that. You probably can't see my mouse, but see where those two rivets are for the handle? And look at the amount of space between where that line is and where the chili is. He's driven off a lot of that water. So his is definitely going to be thicker. And it looks okay. I just wouldn't ever conceive of using eggplants. I don't mind the M words in chili. I really don't. I love those. But it's not really typically found in a Texas chili or, yeah.
Set up, ready to go.
Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad.
Bowl here. Just dive right in.
Yeah, the eggplant's turning me off.
Right in the bowl.
And why did she use zucchini? But again, all that's doing is adding water.
Let me get
I don't get it.
a ladle somewhere. A ladle
Yeah,
here.
called the sink. Sink!
And then you're gonna need a little bit of cheese. Now you're supposed to get Mexican blend cheese, but I only have some cheddar, so we'll just use some.
I like the
shredded
Mexican
cheddar
blend.
cheese
I buy
in
that
here.
a lot. It's really good on burritos.
And that's it. That's Amberlyn Reed's chili. Alright, you guys, I got the chili here. I had to let it cool off. That was a little too hot. But I have one question
Well, Jesus Christ, it was just boiling, dumbass.
before I eat this. How come Amberlyn Reed is not Amber Reed anymore? I thought she couldn't be Amberlyn because of some porn star name.
Yeah, well, the porn star lost that battle.
But anyway, it actually looks really good, to be honest with you. I know some people don't like beans. It's still fucking broiling hot. And the reason for the big chunks of onion is if you're like Becky and you don't like the onion, you just take it out. But I like onion, so I'm actually going to put another piece in there.
I love onions, Bubba.
But
Yeah, you and me both.
smell-wise, you mostly smell the McCormick seasoning. The turkey smells really good in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mrs. Dash has a smell, but I mean, this isn't the most offensive smell. I probably could have used another can of tomato juice. I noticed mine wasn't as red as hers, but I'm excited to try this out.
Well, he's not dead
A
yet.
little spicy from the cayenne pepper.
Well, you dusted the shit out of you dusted the shit out of it with cayenne, dude. She doesn't even use that much cayenne, and I know she loves hot stuff. No, we're not even gonna comment.
Ooh, that's a little too much.
Yeah, I would agree with it. I do like the fact that the cheese is nice and melty. I love that.
Let me get one more. Let me get one more bite with the zucchini in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, zucchini. I kept saying eggplant. I'm sorry. He's right. It was zucchini, not eggplant. Dumb. It was green, not purple. Sorry. But still, I still wouldn't use it. It's just me. I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't waste a beautiful vegetable like that. I might do fried zucchini. You know, something like that. But
Opinion, it's not a very tasty chili. I mostly taste the heat from the cayenne pepper, which is fine. But it tastes a little watery. Like, I guess that's from the chicken broth, if you're using a whole can of chicken broth.
And tomatoes juice.
Like mush, and obviously I know why it's like mush.
I agree. I'd try it. I would absolutely try it. I will do that.
It doesn't really have any flavor besides the heat. I don't think the Mrs. Dashes really did anything for it.
Depends on how many bottles of Mrs. Dash you use, dude.
The mushrooms really don't need to be in here.
God damn! Fuck you, man! Quit mentioning that word.
Well, I mean, it's edible.
I don't want to be blocked by our moderator.
Like I don't rate chili too often, but if you put this in a church chili cook-off,
you're gonna lose
first place. You're not getting fifth place.
You're gonna lose.
You're probably not getting last place if Jack Scalfani's is in it.
Bullshit. You're gonna lose. That is disgusting and gross.
I would say this is probably like a 5 out of 10. I know I keep doing 5 out of 10s, but it's edible, but it has nothing
of note in it.
Well, exactly, because she hasn't layered any flavors into the dish.
Strange.
You just don't make chili this way. This is just unbelievable.
And it's very watery, obviously, because of the tomato juice. And the fact that you don't simmer it at all.
And let it get nice and thick.
Isn't that what I just said earlier?
But I can eat this. I mean, would I recommend you eat this? It's okay. It's not worse than her vegetable soup, I'll tell you that much.
Well...
Half good job.
We may have to do that one next, because that's going to make a very funny video. Oh my god, it's gross.
5 out of 10, Amberlyn. As I eat more of this, my opinion is unchanged. It's still the same, obviously. But thinking about it, I'm going to bump this up to a 6 out of 10. So, even better job. Well, I look back at my footage, I did over pour the cayenne pepper.
Yes, you did.
Like crazy. I'm going to go back for some seconds.
Really?
But only seconds, because I'm going out to eat later tonight. I'm going to get a steak, so I just needed something to prepare myself for my evening of eating.
You're gonna ruin your appetite by eating this shit before you go out for a good steak? Dude, what is wrong with you? Save your palate, please. So anyway, that is Should I series, and again, his link is down in the description below, as well as a link to his original video if you want to watch it again because you got tired of my commentating or whatever. Give him a like if you like his stuff, sub to him, all that kind of good stuff. This is somebody you probably should recognize. This is Zachary Michaels, and he is funny as hell. And he did this. He actually did this twice, and I have both videos in the description below. We're going to take a look at his most recent Chili Night video. Let's get to.
Amberlyn, Chili Night, we're getting mushrooms.
Hi, Judy.
From the
Oh, shut up! God, what is with these people in the MR?
grocery store. We're getting garlic salt from the grocery store. We're getting...
Okay, it's a little dramatic, but we'll get through this.
Meat from the grocery store. We're getting tomato juice from the grocery store. Amberlyn Chili Night. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome
Hi, Zach.
back
Hi, Judy.
to my channel. Tonight, you heard that little intro song, y'all, and we are going to make Amberlyn Reed's chili once again. Now, I say once again because you may or may not know that once upon a time, it's probably been like 3 whole years. In fact, I know it's probably been around that time for sure because I was living in my first apartment in Chicago, and we're like...
Honestly, I love them. I use them frequently, but a good friend of mine really can't stand them. It's texture and all kinds of... So I try to avoid it here.
2 apartments away from...
It's like cat butt. We don't need cat butt on this channel, and cats don't belong on the counter.
That's how I like keep a timeline of
That's
my life.
trying to figure out your
And now
t-shirt,
it's like,
buddy.
where did I live? Whatever that happened. So it's been a while. It has been a while. But we're mostly doing this because in my last video, which I just posted yesterday, Judy made a request that the next video have beans. And y'all are getting your beans. Because this chili says it has 3 beans. 3 types of beans. So there will be beans. Beans will be had. We will eat some beans, and Judy will
He has a dramatic flair. I love you, Zach.
get her wish. Judy is not eating any of the beans, but we're certainly going to cover the topic of beans.
And if you notice, I don't really do reactions to people that I care for. You know, I like Zach's content. Now, if he had a bad video, oh hell yeah, I'd be all over it. But I like his stuff.
Judy, what do you think about that?
Sometimes dreams really do come true. I never thought the day would come. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you, Judy. We're happy to have you here. I'm glad you're not going anywhere. So like I said, I did do this recipe once before. It was kind of one of the first things I even ever did.
In the
that,
description.
like, got real popular on my channel.
I tried to make it easy for
and
people to find this stuff.
I mostly started doing it as a parody. Like, I wasn't even trying to, like, authentically make the...
Some of my most favorite content of Zach's is his doing other people's recipes. He does a really good job.
Recipe. I mean, I guess I kind of was, I kind of wasn't. It was more so I was just doing a parody video, and also at the time it was really popular. Like, one of the trends on YouTube was, oh, I'm going to try to do so-and-so's makeup tutorial, or I'm going to try to do this.
Still is,
or
to a
other.
point.
It's
Still
like
is.
a viral trend on the YouTube at the time. So I was like, oh, I should try to make her chili and see how it goes. Well, people loved it, and I've since then made a whole bunch of her recipes and other people's recipes. Like I've said, even in yesterday's video, but I'll say it again in this video, I am not a chef. I'm not an expert. This is no judgment on them as people. Okay, we're just trying some recipes. We're just trying it out and seeing if we like it. Now, one of the issues with my first video is that, one, it was a different recipe, okay? It was a whole different recipe because she put in a zucchini. So maybe that was the only difference, but she put in a zucchini. I put a zucchini in mine. The other thing is that she has always put mushrooms in it, but I'm not a big mushroom fan. But I said, listen, if we want to make this authentic, if we want an authentic Amberlynn chili,
You have to make it the way she makes it.
We have got to put mushrooms. Joel had some in the fridge, so we're just going to use those up.
Sorry, Joe.
And the
Don't
third
watch this
thing
video.
is that in that video, in my original video, y'all.
Thank God she's not.
In my original video, for whatever reason, I
don't like to see her
stepped
upset.
away for too long, and some of it burnt onto the bottom of the pan, okay? Onto the bottom of the pot, the whoever, whatever. And also, mine was much thicker than hers. Now, I think y'all have seen, it's like soup when she makes it. It's not a chili. Because for me, chili should be thick. It should be thick. And if anybody knows about thick...
Let's say it. Thick.
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 I don't know, it may or may not be me. But chili should be thick. But
Agreed.
Chili, honey, sister, man, father, child, brother, daughter, auntie, uncle... Not thick. It's a soup. It's a soup. So I just want to see if we can redo this, make this the best Amberlynn chili night we can, and I want y'all to join me. Okay? So come with me. Let's jump into the kitchen and start making this masterpiece.
All right, let's go.
Okay,
let's go, Zach.
Masterpiece. Okay, so let's get started. Now this is going to be a 1-pot stop, okay? 1 pot is all you need. As I struggle to open.
I disagree with that, by the way.
Wow. Yes.
I would use more than 1
Now,
pot.
we
I
have
would
moved up in
do
the world. We
the
no
turkey
longer
in a separate pan.
Tube
Meat.
turkey. We just use the regular ground turkey. The regular ground turkey that comes in here, you know? In the package, you know what I'm talking about. So while that's cooking, we're gonna add all of our flavor, okay? Like a spoonful of garlic. Like, we love flavor in this house. So we're gonna get, just come in here with your minced garlic. Bada boom, bada bing. Bada boom, bada bing.
Oh my
You're also
God.
gonna take some minced onion. Now, we would just use regular onion, but you know who doesn't like it, so... Add some minced onion.
All right, I'll give you a pass on that one.
go in with some black pepper. And of course the star of the show, garlic salt. Okay, garlic salt, garlic salt, garlic salt.
But you have already put in minced garlic. You have already put in well over 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Why would you add garlic salt? This makes no sense to my pea brain.
Because we don't have enough
What happened to all the Mrs. Dash seasonings?
garlic in there. And then we're just gonna brown this meat with the garlic.
Good God.
We like to cook it all together, all at once. Now we're also gonna add said mushroom.
Nope, we're not adding anything to the dish. Nope, 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 nope.
In the actual recipe, these come from a can, but I didn't even realize you could get mushrooms from a can.
Are you serious?
And this is what
Are you bloody serious? You've never seen the M word in a can? First of all, I recommend you never buy them that way, but damn, dude,
we
seriously.
had in the fridge. So this is what we're
La
using.
la la la
Okay?
la.
These
Add the
mushrooms,
goddamn
we're
things in
using
there.
them.
That's fine.
We are thrifty. We don't like to waste, so we're using that. And by we, I mostly mean me, I think. But I would say Noel probably also doesn't like to waste. I don't know. I just felt bad because I felt like I was speaking for Noel. So,
Just who cares? Get on with it.
so here we are. While that's cooking, I'm gonna take our 3 types of beans: the kidney, the black, and the
Did she ever add garbanzo beans? I don't remember her adding garbanzo in either of the videos I've watched.
garbanzo. And we're gonna get those
No, garbanzo beans do not belong in chili. I don't care who you are.
drained and rinsed.
No! There's no reason for
Okay,
that.
that's all browned up. So we're gonna add our drained and rinsed beans. You like those beans, Judy?
Into a dry pan, essentially.
We also like to add diced tomatoes from the can. Here's the 2 secret ingredients: the tomato juice and the chicken broth. Now I think this is a little bit larger of a tomato juice thing than what she had. So I guess, I don't know, I mean, literally things I never consume is tomato juice. So I feel like, I don't know what I'll do with this if I don't use it all.
Bloody Marys on Sunday! Yes!
But
Go buy yourself a
do
bottle
that.
of vodka.
This is probably
Enjoy.
the same amount of chicken broth. So, we'll just add as much of the chicken broth as we can.
See, he's not even following her
She
recipe,
used almost
so...
the whole thing. And then see if we have room for more tomato juice.
Oh my god, I'm getting sick. Why would you put garbanzo beans in chili? Who the fuck puts garbanzo beans in chili? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, this is so soupy. Mmm.
There's a way to fix that, but...
Yum. Oh, yum. I feel like we still need to for sure add some more tomato juice. I mean, this is gonna simmer for a while. So we got time. Some of this will, I assume, evaporate. I don't know. That feels like so much. Okay, we're gonna chill. We're not gonna use all of this. We probably have what? A third of that left? That looks like about a third. That looks like about a third. So this is where we add even more flavor, if you can believe it. We like to do just a little sprinkle of some cumin.
At least he adds some cumin. Good for you. Who doesn't have cumin in their spice
And
rack?
some cayenne.
Yes, baby, cayenne.
We don't want it to be too hot, though,
No,
Can't get
true.
too hot.
True,
And
true.
then, on top of all that, why not just some good old chili seasoning,
Oh my god, Kroger's? I haven't seen a Kroger's in my area in decades.
It comes in a package already. Just add it on in there. Just add it on.
And if you look at the ingredients, oh gee, does it have cumin? Yes. Does it have cayenne? Yes. Does it have garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, salt? Yes.
Come in.
See, now what I usually do, and maybe I'm the nutball here, but when I brown my meat in a saucepan, that's where I add my chili powder, or not my chili powder, but my seasoning, my McCormick seasoning. I do that while I'm browning the meat, so the meat is imparting that heat, that flavor into whatever I add to it.
Let's stir that up. Get that seasoning all in there.
Seasonings.
I can't remember if she's always used the seasoning packet or not. I kind of feel like maybe not. I also feel like there's a major lack of Mrs. Dash, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I feel like previous versions of this for sure had some Mrs. Dash.
All of her recipes have Mrs. Dash in it.
Yummy. All
Have you ever seen her spice carrying thing? That's all it is Mrs. Dash.
And now we're just gonna let this simmer for 40 minutes, y'all. Oh wait, no, she put a little bit more garlic salt in at this point. And she also added a little bit more minced onion. Okay, so I'm gonna let it simmer for 40 minutes, and I'll meet you back here when it's done. All right, so here is the finished product. I mean, it's soupy.
Yeah, I would
but
render
it
that
still-
down
it
a little
still
bit more.
feels like thicker than I would have thought, but I don't know. I also probably shouldn't have initially used this because this isn't going to be able to scoop my chili out. So I'm going to make some servings. Noel has agreed to try some on camera. So, you know, we'll see if it passes the Noel test. And then I will try it, like, back in my studio on camera. Okay, so Noel's going to try it out. Noel's professional
Welcome
on
back,
camera,
Smelly.
So Noel's going to try it out first. I haven't even had a bite yet. So what do you... Just see... It might be too hot. So, you know, if you need... questionable. But I hope you... If you love the mushroom, that's... I would love that for you.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like it.
You like it?
Oh, I like the dip actually, but I
Same.
can just like add rice or whatever.
True. You could add rice, you could add...
Crackers, oyster crackers, that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah. And what you're missing is the 3 pounds of cheese on top.
Add sour cream, you could
Yeah,
add a little
that's my
cheese.
favorite being, like,
Yes, it is, Smelly. It's Zach. And Noel. Can't forget Noel.
just like,
God bless him.
Like when I'm dead, like she goes back in the fridge, I'll be like, babe, stop. We're not babe.
He's done this video a couple times, so I picked the latest one because I hadn't seen it.
You're recording. You're recording. Oh my
And he
God,
used he used a slightly different
no.
recipe than what Should I did, but
Are,
So good.
are your dreams fulfilled?
no, I love Zach. Zach is hilarious.
Scene and scene. So you like it? You gonna keep
Yeah.
eating it?
Might be eating.
Okay, great. Enjoy your dinner.
I'm gonna add cheese to it.
Yeah, add cheese, add sour cream, add some chives. You just left the whole scene. But anyways, thanks so much, Joel, for trying it out. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, so you saw...
But again, there's not a drop of cheese on this. This is not an Amberlyn Reed original recipe. She won't eat chili without cheese. But she dumps pounds of cheese on it.
Noel's reaction, and I just like, I don't know, I'm kind of nervous because I don't like I don't like mushrooms.
Yeah, I like Noel. He's
But
funny.
everything else, you know, I like.
He's also one of those that does not like to be on camera, really. And at least Zach is sensitive to that, and I appreciate that.
feels a lot like, you know, Amberlyn's Chili 2 Electric Boogaloo, but like wetter, juicier, things like that. You know, whatever the tagline for that movie would be, that's what this feels like. So let's just try it
You've
out,
got bigger
okay?
cohanas than I am. I would never
Okay,
try
I
that.
guess I should probably
Well, I
try
shouldn't
to
say
make
that.
sure there's
If I cooked it,
some
yeah, I
kind
probably
of-
would.
Okay, that bite has... I really don't like mushroom. Actually, the flavor's fine, it's the texture. So maybe when it's mixed in with a whole bunch of...
I think that's Joe's problem. I don't think it's the flavor as much because she probably... A lot of people have a hard time a hard time perceiving that flavor because it is kind of musty and, you know, but yeah, it's for most it's the texture.
To things I won't notice, but let's try.
Cook it down enough, you will never notice it.
Okay. All right. Okay. You know what? Here's what I'll give her. If I remember correctly, from the first video I made, it just tasted super bland. Like, super bland. And this time, I tried to really, like, follow her lead on how much seasoning and stuff she put in.
Napkin.
I think a little just dribbled down my face. It's fine. That's why we keep the Chipotle napkin. But yeah, I think the seasoning this time was better.
Well, when you use 5 pounds of seasoning in a quart of soup, yeah, okay.
And to be quite honest, I don't know what purpose the mushroom serves because I can't really taste it.
That's the beauty of the M word. Normally you can't taste it unless you have a very good palate.
And honestly, the texture is one I wouldn't want to add to something if I didn't have to. Like, if it's not going to add flavor value, why would I add it? But maybe it
does
add flavor.
but
Maybe
you're not
it's just one of those
perceiving it.
things. I feel like it's kind of like onions, where like you might not like onions by themselves, but when you mix it into things, it's like, oh, like they do add flavor, but I wouldn't know that they were there, kind of a thing.
Exactly. No, you're right. You're right. my daughters hate onions. I don't want to hear that kind of language because I love onions. But they hate onions, and it's not that they don't like the flavor; they don't like the texture. So I would constantly catch them picking onions out of the food that I would cook them. So I started using minced onion instead of real onion, even though I prefer the raw onion. But minced onion, it cooks down, it's real nice and small. You get the flavor impact, but you don't get that texture bite. You know what I mean? They stopped picking onions out of their dishes.
But I don't know. The mushrooms seem really unnecessary.
I disagree, but I have cooked with those
But I will
things
say overall,
many times.
this feels like an improvement. This feels like an improvement. I would still agree with Noel that I prefer a thicker chili. Like, I just do.
Yep.
But Noel made a good point. You could add cheese, you could add sour cream, you could add rice.
True.
You know, there are things, like, lots of people eat their chili over rice anyways, right? So, those are things you can do.
No.
There's also a moment where
I don't know anybody that does that. But yeah, you do you.
Amberlynn said that the Weight Watchers points for her chili was 0 points. I don't know if that's true because honestly, it's
Bullshit.
been a long time since I've researched anything about Weight Watchers. I will say it's not 0 points for her because she's dipping and eating it with some Fritos, which is like live your truth, do what you want. But I'm sure those Fritos aren't 0 points, and maybe that's why she needs like a cracker or a chip. Because this is otherwise a very soupy meal. Like, very soupy, not thick at all. And maybe it'll also thicken up. I mean, like, this made a lot. I tried to divide this up into, on the little app that I use to track my calories, I went ahead and created a recipe. And for, like, if you take this and make it into, I think, 9 servings, you get, like, 270 calories or something like that. So, honestly, I could also probably have...
I didn't build it. I'm not going to support it. Bugger off.
Second bowl and be good with my calories for the day too, just for what it is, you know? But also, I guess what I was saying there is this is going to make a lot. There's going to be a lot left over. I'm guessing Noel and I will continue eating this throughout the week. I mean, I really don't like to waste anything. And I gotta say, I feel like the flavors, honey, the flavors have improved.
The problem is, if you really don't know exactly how much you used, you're not going to really know. That could have been your interpretation of the amount of spices to use. Yeah. I think we're going to have to watch the original.
Is it the best chili I've ever had?
End the day with the original video.
Absolutely Absolutely not.
Well, hi, Dee. How are you? Always
Like,
a
am I
pleasure
going
to see you.
Becky Williams it and say that this is my favorite and that I stan it and that I love it? No, I would make mine different in the future.
We're enjoying watching Zachary get sick eating chili. Well, chili soup.
But you know what? It's gonna do what it's gonna do for my dinner tonight. The soup though, the runniness, it keeps dribbling down my chin. Make whatever jokes you want to make there. So I don't know if that's because it's the soup or if I just like don't know how to eat, but I don't know why I'm having so much issues with that. Anyways,
We're gonna go with the latter.
I think that's really all I can say about this. Like, what else is there left to say? Y'all, I know it might not look appetizing, which is why a lot of people question it and question her about it, and
Yeah, we stand Zach in this channel. Zach's okay, people.
things like that, but it really doesn't taste that bad. At the end of the day, I'm happy to have food on my table, on my plate, in my bowl, and I would think if somebody was hungry and they really needed something to
Sure.
eat, this would
Yep.
more than accomplish that goal, okay? It would more...
But whatever, for God's sake, do not put chickpeas in your chili. For God's sake, don't do that. Or I'm coming to your house. Sorry, Stabby's gonna come to your house and they're gonna take you out.
than accomplish that goal. So
Promise.
anyways, if this is your first time on my channel, I hope you will consider subscribing and hitting the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video.
think
Also, if
I
you're
have
not
his
new to my
original.
channel, just
Give
make
me
sure
one
that
second,
you're
kids.
subscribed. A lot of people have been telling me that they're
Actually,
getting
I do
unsubbed.
not.
I don't know what it's about. YouTube is YouTube.
Oh, that's
It is
bad
what
of
it
me.
is,
I'm a
but
sucky
please
host.
consider
Hang on a
subbing.
second while I
And
find
as
it. Give
always,
me a
please
minute.
make sure to live, laugh, love, like, comment, share.
All right, Zachy,
And
hang
follow
on,
me on all
baby.
my social media. Judy and I had so much fun today. I hope you did too.
We're gonna leave him right there for a second while I grab this link. Sorry, I know it's ugly. Don't mind the bald spot on my head. I did not put this one in my playlist because I didn't think we were gonna watch it.
Bye.
Bye, Zachy. Bye, Judy. We love you, Judy. So let's watch. Let's watch this one.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Look how young he is. Look how young he looks.
You can probably tell
I love this video.
little intro there. I'm going to be doing another Amberland inspired video, and today I'm going to try to make,
We're gonna have to give some volume. I cannot hear him worth a squat.
right? So I watched the most recent video she did on a chili video, but that was really not a real sentence. But I used that video to inspire me to pick out the ingredients. Now, she had like 20 different ingredients that she listed out. And I think the only thing I left out is mushrooms because I just like have a sincere...
I'm gonna say it again. We aren't allowed to promote the use of the M word on this channel, and I really apologize, but how old is he? Oh God, he's got to be in his mid-30s, I think, like 36, 37, I'm guessing. I don't know for a fact. But this video is, let's see. This video is from 2018, so it's 3 years ago, at least.
dislike for mushrooms. I'm for sure not.
My favorite videos of his are his, let me recreate this idiot's recipe, and I'm going to try and eat it and not puke for you on screen.
Gonna like that. All the other ingredients individually, I can probably be okay with, and so I went with it. But that is something I just know personally I don't like. Now, if the rest of them altogether are gonna taste good, that's another question. So we're gonna do a little taste test. But let me show you what I got.
He just had a birthday not too long ago, actually.
Alright, so again, I'm
Now that I
basing
think
this
about it.
off of the list of ingredients.
Oh, he bought the Jenny O.
Chosen from the most recent video.
This
So,
looks like it's close
she starts
to,
off, it's
other
just
than
the
the
most
M
obvious
word, this
thing
is exactly
is
what
like
she
cheese
used for
silly
the
cheese.
original
It's
video
the
that we
most
started
seasoning
today's stream off with.
and I just got the generic off-brand kind.
Oh, he does. Oh, he does. And he's a cute guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. He just looks so young in his video relative to the last video we just watched, where you could see, yeah, he's a couple years older.
Now I will say Amber Lynn's secret ingredient is low sodium. So anywhere that they had like an option that was like comparable price, that was low sodium.
Low sodium, my ass. Low sodium.
Oh, you know I got it. Low.
He does. He
sodium.
has such a cute face.
But this was one of the things I think she.
This may have been before Noel. Maybe just slightly before Noel, but not much.
actually had low sodium in, but
Because Noel's been around for a couple of years that I
the
know.
cheap store brand kind, so I didn't get low sodium.
Seems like a nice
I got
person.
Some black pepper.
Hey, as long as Zach is happy,
I got some
I'm
Mrs.
happy. I don't care.
Dash, salt free. Now I've never purchased
Cool.
Mrs. Dash before.
Yeah.
She actually in her video.
My mother uses this crap all the time. Well, used to when she was alive.
I do not have the time. I mean, if we're just being honest. So I just got the original blend because I figured that'd be a good place to start with, and hopefully it's something I might want to use on something else because I just bought this today.
Mrs. Dash is okay. I mean,
I think
there's
it
nothing
says
wrong with
pepper
Mrs. Dash.
already. She used cayenne pepper.
Her problem is she uses 4 different varieties of Mrs. Dash seasoning. The original, garlic and herb, onion and herb, and I don't remember what the 4th one was. But hey, I remember 3 out of the 4, so that's pretty good.
Well, so we'll be adding that. And cumin.
Where'd I go? Is that what you're talking about? I have been getting warnings from YouTube about buffering, that users might experience buffering, blah, 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 blah. Now, the stream health looks good, and 0 drop frames, everything looks great. So it's not me.
Hold it up. Hold it.
I love cumin.
Over here.
I use cumin. I use cumin on my
So,
when
you know,
I grill and when
I'm
I
not gonna follow this
smoke.
recipe verbatim. You know, I'm gonna do my best.
Screen is
I
blank.
got some black beans,
Hang on, let me pull the stream up.
low
Give me a
sodium
second.
dark red kidney beans. She used 2 cans of beans. I just
just
find
don't want
it
to cause
be
an echo,
extra
so give me
AF. I got some
one second.
diced tomatoes. Now, girl, I really wanted to get some ground turkey in a tube, and they did have some, but they had like chorizo turkey sausage in a tube, and they had taco seasoned
Yeah, it looks
turkey,
okay.
ground turkey in a tube.
Here,
And that
listen.
was all my groceries.
Screen is blank.
I got some black beans,
Hang on, let me pull the stream up.
low sodium dark red kidney beans. She used 2 cans of beans. I just
just don't want to cause an echo, so give me
I
one second. Yeah, because my mic is live. It'll pick it up. Yeah, I mean it looks. It's not a great video, but it looks okay. So I'm not sure what to tell you. Hold the shift key down and press refresh in the browser, and maybe that'll catch you up.
Store had, or at least that I could find.
Sorry, dear.
So we just got some regular ground turkey. So you know.
Thank you, Brian.
I got 1 onion. Now she cut it up into big chunks.
Well, I don't. YouTube is YouTube. Who knows what's going on?
Or Rebecca.
I think I lost Smelly.
Disgusting to me. And maybe I should follow this verbatim, but I'm not going to, as I just said. So.
Do not use a pizza slicer to cut up an onion. Please, God, don't do that. I will reach through this screen and bitch slap you up the head.
We're just going to dice this, and we'll put it in there. And actually, I'm going to cook some of it with the ground beef. And then maybe I'll
Ground turkey. That's not ground beef. Dude, it's not ground beef. That's ground turkey.
add the rest of it after. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. Because I don't know if I've...
I don't
yet,
quite
but
get the zucchini,
everyone
but
just
hey,
showed
whatever.
all the ingredients, showed her rinsing some beans, and then that was it. That's all she did. She didn't show herself grounding.
Nope,
up
she
the
did not.
turkey.
She didn't
She
show
followed
any of
the
that.
one pot recipe, but
Interim
I assume
steps.
You need to like brown the ground turkey first.
You do.
I mean, I've never personally made chili, but I would just guess that it's not going to cook just sitting in liquids. But anyways, I digress. We'll get there. I got some tomato juice. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use all of this. She had a much larger container, I think, and she said she wasn't going to use all of it. I don't know. I also don't like tomato juice, so I can't imagine wanting to use it. So
I love tomato juice in my Bloody Marys, and Sunday is going to be a hell of a day because I got all the dressings for a perfect Bloody. I'm looking forward to it.
we'll probably just see where we go, and if I can include it in it, we'll do it. If not, I don't know. We'll see.
I really want to switch my Saturday, Sunday streams. I want to do the dog shows on Saturday and make Sunday kind of a Sunday Bloody stream. And, you know, you got to put up with me. So, I don't know. We're working on that.
I got some chicken
I need to
broth.
talk to
I
Joe
probably
about
won't use
that.
all of this either. I think she used much less. But this value size was cheaper than the next smallest size because it was on sale. So I assume.
But the problem is, Zach, if you're never going to use chicken broth in anything you're going to make, spend the extra money and buy the smaller size because otherwise you're going to end up throwing that out. I guarantee you.
I could probably find something to do with chicken broth, and as you see,
We'll see.
reduced sodium. And then I got some zucchini because, I've never had chili with zucchini in it, but that's apparently something Amberlyn does.
No, it's not.
So I'm gonna
Well, it's something she does, but
brown.
it's nothing the rest of the world does.
I'm gonna brown this, probably with some of this. I'll show you some clips of that, and we'll also give you a little taste test at the end.
Okay. Somebody who knows how to cut up an onion. I love it. A decent job. And he's chopping. He's chopping it. Why should I decided not to chop it up is beyond me, but he used a damn pizza slicer to cut up his onion. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Oh, D, you need to go back and watch. You need to go back and watch Should I Series when we reviewed it. He actually sliced his onion up with a pizza slicer. I'm not kidding you. And he's a chef.
So I'm just gonna,
I think I lost D, too.
These onions up, and then I'm gonna add.
Actually, I think YouTube is effed up.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot more.
You're going to want to move those onions around.
Adding them in later.
Dude,
To be
come
fair,
on.
I don't know at what point Amberlyn did add in the onions. I don't know. She doesn't really follow a recipe, is what she said in her video.
She also doesn't understand how food cooks.
Yep. So I don't feel like I gotta follow a recipe either. I'm not trying to be verbatim about this. Now, I also want to be transparent that I don't know when exactly Amberlyn added the seasonings and spices, so I do want the meat to have some kind of flavor.
Exactly. That's exactly what I do. I spice up my meat with the, in particular, the McCormick's chili seasoning packet.
Just on its
And I
own.
give it a little bit of water, and I let it simmer down, and oh yeah, and the
I don't
meat
even know
is
what that tastes
spicy
like.
and
We're
nice.
just gonna add a little bit of all of the spices, and then once we add like the chicken broth and tomato juice, and let it like boil, then we will also. Sorry, I'm trying to do all of this one-handed. We will also.
They make these things called a tripod. Just saying,
No.
Michael. Zachary, I'm
that
sorry.
we add some there too, I suppose. And then obviously I think we'll wait for the chili seasoning mix. Although I don't know, should I put that in now? What does the back of it say? It says brown beef in large skillet. Drain excess fat. Stir in seasoning mix, tomato sauce, or diced tomatoes and kidney beans.
It doesn't say tomato juice, it says tomato sauce.
Bring to a boil. Okay, so we won't add this until after all of this is done cooking. I don't know why it's not focusing anymore, but okay, so great. So we'll check back in after I get a chance to brown this, and we'll add in all of our other stuff. Okay, so that is browned, ready to go. I drained it.
I don't know why there's an
Here
onion
I
sitting at the
have
top of the pan. That
the
kind of
beans
triggers me a
that
little
are
bit, but
drained
that's
and
okay.
rinsed. I didn't show you that, even though that's the one step that Amberlyn actually did show you all, and I also diced up some zucchini. So now I'm just going to add things to this. So we're going to get started first with the chili seasoning mix. I just
Okay.
assume you put it all in. I don't
You
know.
do.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You do.
I've never made chili
If you
before.
follow its recipe.
I'm going strictly off of our girl Amberlyn's direction. So then we have some chicken broth. Oh, do I have to open this?
Yes, you do. There's a little foil
Oh,
tab. There you
chicken
go.
broth. All that
I've used this
money.
broth,
I really
mint
should.
Swanson
I
broth
don't
in
think-
particular.
I can't. Oh, I just spilled. What a mess. Okay, so I don't really know exactly how much. It doesn't pour out of this very well. We're just gonna, put enough in for now. So maybe we'll start with that. You can always, I feel like, add more if necessary. Just a second, I'm gonna grab just wipe that up. That's gross. I feel like you could always probably add more though. And I know we also still have to add a whole bunch of other things. Maybe I should also, let's just go ahead and add all of these guys. I feel like I'll probably focus a lot of my liquid part on this tomato sauce juice. This isn't sauce, this is juice. Because
Give me 1 second.
there's a lot and I'm probably not gonna need it for anything else. I can't imagine a world. Yeah, so let's just put it all in there. And then I do want to add, throw that in the recycling. I almost forgot the diced tomatoes. Oh my gosh, there are too many ingredients in this. I can't stay up with it. But I do want to add a little bit more of all of the seasoning. Again, everyone doesn't say how much to add of everything, so we'll kind of just try to make this our own. And yeah, I'm just gonna add these tomatoes, juice and all, straight in. I feel like if nothing else, it'll boil off and thicken up. But there's that. So throw that away, and then let's just add a little bit of all of our seasonings. So this is the cayenne pepper. If y'all are watching and you're like, oh my god, that's way too much, Zach, I'm sorry. Blame Amber Lynn, she didn't give me any specific instructions. There's that. A little bit of cumin. And see, the thing is like, I should have checked what was on that package, like what the ingredients are, but I feel like they probably have a lot of that stuff already in it too, so I don't know. But here's the black pepper. And this is what it's gonna look like. So I'm just gonna turn the oven back on. We're gonna bring it to a boil, and then it's just gonna cook. It's just gonna, simmer or something, I guess. So I'll check back in with you once it's done, and then we can taste test it a little bit later, and see how it goes.
Bye.
So
Leave me the fuck alone.
Actually, no spoiler alert.
Piece of shit.
So just I'm gonna do something in the future that I'm.
Oh, hi, Megan. I'm sorry I was busy. How are you, dear?
So I don't know. I cooked this for like probably an hour or more. I just let it simmer, and then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna let it like cool down a little bit, so then I can eat it. So
That's a lot thicker than Amber's. A lot thicker than Amber's.
Thought I turned the heat off, but for some reason, do you see how I can go like that on my stove? I accidentally turned it all the way on hot, and then it started, I was just like sitting at my computer, watching a video, and then I heard my smoke detector go off, and I thought I smelled something burning. Here we are. So I don't think like most of it's ruined or anything, but like you can kind of hear when I scrape.
I hear that.
But listen, I think it actually looks like it might be decent. I feel like this is not actually how Amber Lynn's looks when it's done.
You've been napping? Well, after that plateful, I don't blame you one bit. Now, I told you earlier, I love Mr. Stubbs. I've been using Mr. Stubbs barbecue for years. His spicy is the most amazing barbecue sauce you're ever going to taste. Yeah, I like it even more than the Dr. Pepper. Oh, yeah, baby.
So I don't know if
But I love Stubbs. I love Mr. Stubbs.
Actually, creamier and more like chili.
I won't say creamier. Don't use her term. It's not creamy. It's thicker.
That I've eaten in the past, outside of like, why is this in here? Why is this zucchini in here? I don't get it. Maybe the difference is the mushrooms.
No, neither of those vegetables should be in a chili. I'm sorry. Neither of those vegetables should be in a chili. Period.
I don't know. But I'm gonna try this for you here in a second. I just need to scoop some out, let it cool off, because you can see the steam coming off. It's still very
It's because you left it on high for what, 20 minutes?
hot. Alright, y'all, so in true Amber Lynn Reed fashion, I don't have, so I'm the part that's like true Amberlyn Reed fashion is that I'm going out to eat with my boyfriend a little bit later this evening.
Oh, I'm sorry. Noel is in the picture 3 years ago. Cool.
So
Wasn't aware of that.
I'm not going to eat like a full serving, but I did put a little bit. I added some cheese. I can't show you. You can see it from the sides. So I do just want to try a little bit of it. I added some cheese because she added cheese.
Don't mix it.
In.
Oh,
get
gross.
A little bit of everything. Like.
Yeah, but you don't stir the cheese into the. No, it's not a spice.
We're just gonna see how it goes. All right.
Oh my God, Zach, what is wrong with you? Whoever's emailing me is gonna get their ass kicked right now.
I haven't seen something that's worth it to burn my mouth on. What's up? Yo, this ain't bad.
Oopsie.
I mean, here's the thing about the zucchini. It's not necessary.
Exactly.
I feel like, honestly, it's just...
And the M word is not necessary either. It really isn't. Me personally, I might try it because I love those particular vegetables, but yeah, not necessarily in chili. Absolutely
one of
not.
those things that, like, Amberlyn threw in because she wanted it to seem healthier.
Yeah. I would not ruin a zucchini by throwing it in a chili. That's just ridiculous.
But, like, you can't taste anything. By the time it gets done being in that, like, pot with all the other things simmering forever, it adds no texture or anything like that. Like, you can't even tell.
I'm still trying to figure out what to do for my dinner. I'm hungry now watching these videos.
I'll probably, keep eating this. Like, this is not bad.
What I want to make, I'm not going to start till tomorrow because it's a slow cooker
I'm
kind
not
of
mad
deal.
about it. I'm definitely also glad that, like, I diced up the onion because, honestly,
Yep.
the large chunks of onion in hers looked, like, ridiculous.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
It's good. And honestly, like, if she would have diced them up small and cooked them down, like, so that they, like, before she added all the other things into it, you would have had the flavor there without the texture, and Becky probably wouldn't have even known that they were in there. But instead,
Me personally, I'm probably gonna dive into some, I don't know. I feel like some Transformers or something. Just something fun with some hot chicks. Lots of shoot 'em up, bang 'em up, kind of kill people stuff.
she was those big.
I binged Superman, all the Superman movies the other day. I miss the original Superman. It was corny, but it was good.
Ass. Like,
Christopher was amazing. God rest his soul.
And listen, there's no pleasant texture.
Yeah, he did not look like he liked that bite.
I'm also glad that I only did like the 1 can of kidney beans and the 1 can of black beans because 3 cans of all that would have been extra for. Oops, sorry, not to my camera. Would have been extra for the amount of meat and everything that was in there.
Yeah.
But
Hi, Smelly.
like, I suppose if you're trying to make a bunch, like that might.
Well, I'm in a movie mood too, but I don't want to watch a movie by myself. That's boring. I do that all the time. Smelly, what are you doing this evening? You want to watch something?
Be necessary? I don't know.
I'm sorry, Joe's off. Otherwise, Joe and I would probably do something together.
I feel like mine looks better though than hers. And granted,
Agreed.
I didn't follow any recipes she gave.
First of all, yours is
Like,
thicker, so yeah, it's closer to a chili, but not really.
But hers just looks really soupy, which
You're right.
really is like a soup.
It is. Chili soup is disgusting.
But I don't know,
I'm not into
maybe
that.
it's because I used more of the tomato juice than she did. Like, I feel like she use an unnecessary amount of probably chicken broth. That makes no sense to me. But listen, I hope you all enjoyed me recreating this chili that she's always making on her channel. If you did enjoy that, please stick around. I'm always making new content. I make content Monday through Friday. I usually have it up by 1 p.m. If you like it all, if you like none of it, whatever. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell down below. Also, please make sure to leave some comments, hit the like button, all of those fun YouTube things. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!
No, folks, don't get me wrong.
Hey,
I mean, if you want to watch a movie, I'm up. I don't care. I love watching movies with people. My problem is I don't want to drive that bus. Okay, if there's something we all agree on, you know, like one of the movies I want to do on Tiny Psycho's Discord, I want to watch 1917 again. I love that movie. It's an amazing movie, and I know a lot of people haven't seen it and would enjoy it. But I like the second Suicide Squad movie. Don't ask me why. I just find it. I found that to be a really good movie and rather empowering, even though people hated it. I don't get it, but. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Smelly. That's very true. YouTube doesn't care. They really don't. Look at his face. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I absolutely love the movie. I can play it. And it's not a problem. I'm not sure. I have to feed the cat. I have to figure out what I'm doing for dinner. I have no goddamn idea. It's 10 to 5. Although I may not eat today. If I don't eat today, Joe's going to kill me. So I will find something to eat. So one of the reasons she contacted me is to make sure that, you know, make sure you're eating and you're doing the stuff you have to and all that kind of stuff. So, really? Yeah, I don't know why people hated that movie. I thought it was actually, it was a little slow to begin with. I will give you that. But I really enjoyed the latter part of the movie where she and other girls got together and they joined, and that was awesome. And they kind of sort of formed their own little girls kick-ass kind of group. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed that. Yeah, we can talk about that. Don't forget though, there's a strike and there's a claim, and they are totally different. I don't know if I can show you. Let's see if I can show you. Let me see. I can show you something recent here. Let's get you. All right. So, well, can't show you that. Can't show you that. Sorry. Hang on one second. There's stuff that it's not private, but it's not ready for prime time yet. So, all right. So here's what we got. Let me see. Okay, here's content we've been playing. Copyright claim. Look at this shit. 1, 2. This is on the. This is on a speed paint, a speed drawing with Vanilla Bear on Sunday. Sorry, Saturday. Then we have. This is Friday's moderators channel. Only two. That's actually a low number. Let's see. One more I want to show you. This is hilarious. Oh, here it is. See, I'm partially blocked. You see how it says partially blocked? Check this out. Everybody wants their goddamn slice of the pie. All right? And here's the beauty of this channel that I'm fortunate enough to be sharing right now. We're not monetized. And until we're monetized, you know what? You can take these claims and you can shove them right where the gods split you. And you can go down. You can see copyright claim, all of these claims. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Yeah, there's stuff there I can't show. Wait a minute. Why did you do that? Hang on one second. All right. Let's bring you over here. Bring up where you need to be. Make sure I didn't screw anything up here. Anyway. We're going to end it here today. I'm sorry. I'm being chatty Cathy. I would love to do a movie later. Discord. If anybody needs an invite, let me know. I think all of you are members. If we want to do it somewhere else, that's fine too. I don't know why it's stuck on my restream. It's kind of bad. Who cares? There we go. But let's figure something out. Let's pick a time. I mean, is 6 o'clock good for folks, or 7? Or I mean, what do folks really like? I would never know. I mean, we're at 36, maybe 36 to 39 subs on this channel. It's going to be a long time. I don't expect to hit 1K for a while. That would be a good problem to have. Smelly. Anyway, I do got to call it quits. I have to use the little girls' room. You'll be on later? Okay, please hit me up. We'll figure out something, 1917, maybe Suicide Squad 2, even though that's not the name. We're going to call it that. Or maybe something else. Who knows? Maybe we'll watch Burlesque, which I happen to absolutely love that movie. So that tells you a little bit about something about me. And maybe you should be scared. No, just kidding. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. Seriously, if you've liked some of the content you've seen, please go down to the description box below and give these content creators a thumbs up and a like, and sub to their channels. They have amazing videos. They really do. We're probably going to repeat this thing sort of, kind of, in a slightly different way, maybe next week sometime. We'll see. I'm just trying to spin it up a little bit differently. I know everybody's bored with Amber and Chantal and that drama crap, and I don't disagree. I don't disagree. But I can't keep shoving, Manzani and Tourette's and Judy on you. Jude. Oh, God, I can't even talk. Anyway,